All right, welcome Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, as we're live here from Dale Cox Gymnasium at LaVille High School for the 55th Annual TCU Bi-County Basketball Tournament. Tonight's championship game features our Triton Lady Trojans, Blue Swish, taking on the Bremen Lady Lions. Coming to this one, Bremen 14-6 on the season, Triton 10-11 on the season. Both teams had a long road to get here. Bremen seemed to have a not so tough of a go there as they beat Culver 38-19 in the first round game, beat Argus 42-16 to get here. Triton's road has been a lot more battle worn. Winning the first one here at LaVille 33-23, but then facing a John Glenn team and beating them by 2, a team that beat Oregon Davis by 2. So Triton coming into this one here, they're going to, I mean, you're facing a tough Bremen team, a team that scores in a hurry, and a team that knows what it's like to be here in this championship game, as they are the defending Bi-County champions. So you're going to have an uphill battle tonight. Gavin, what things would you be telling the girls you're down there in the huddle?
You just have to believe in yourself tonight and go out, and this is one of the last games of the season. You have to play like it is your last, because this is one of the biggest things that they could win this season.
And hey, we know how to play with the defensive intensity. They got to keep that defensive intensity up. If they can continue to do that, they stopped a Glenn team that averaged 40-some points a game, and they held them under 30.
Yeah.
Tonight, they're going to have to run the shooters off of the three-point line. They can shoot the three-point just about as well as anybody. Try to force them to play more of a two-point game, and really just when you're on the offensive end, you have got to take care of the basketball. At the same time, you're going to have to shoot at a high rate, because this team here, you're going to have to score with them back and forth. So with that being said, we'll have the starting lineups back here after the national anthem.
We have Vermillion, Ellia Foster, Dellenira Duran, Erin Coffel, and Haylie Rodriguez. For Triton Trojans, we have Taren Yates, Jaelyn Bules, Abbey Viers, Lexia Hostrawser, and Kinsey Atkins.
So there's the starting lineups. We know there's a lot of athleticism and a lot of pretty good athletic ability on that Bremen sideline. For Triton, they're going to have to come back in and answer in a hurry. Because like I said, they get out and go in early. We saw what they did against Argus. Argus didn't break the 10-point mark until in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to be on top of their game and know that this team here offensively, once it gets out of hand, it's going to be hard to climb that mountain back. But Triton faced that mountain the other night when they took on John Glenn, a team that scored 65 points on Oregon Davis, a team that's very talented.
Yeah.
If they can come in here tonight and do that, you know, Triton's defense has really improved. These girls, the hustle is there, and the belief is there, and they're really starting to buy in. Listen to Coach Heckaman's interview. These girls have an uphill climb here tonight, but I got to think, of watching them and how they reacted, this team is up for the challenge.
Mm-hmm. They just need to believe in themselves tonight.
So we'll get the starting lineups here underway as the 5-0 starting fives have been announced. And like I said, the bench is really, you see production coming off of there. You keep an eye. You got Emma Hepler coming off the bench, and we see what she's been able to do. Alyxa Viers and Jess Soriano can come off the bench and provide valuable minutes. And Whytnie Miller. Yeah,
the girl in the yellow tonight.
I'll tell you right now, that young lady is one of the most integral part of this team. She is the heart and soul of this team. She may not be on the floor right now, but she is one of the most integral parts of this team and what she means to these girls and helping them on the sideline, encouraging them. When they come off the thing, and when Taren Yates came off the floor, Whytnie told her, it's okay, shake it off, it's all right, it's no big deal. And just keeping them focused. Whytnie does a good job as a leader. She is the heart and soul of this Blue Switch team. So Abbey Viers gets ready to go against the tip against Ellia Foster, the sophomore. We'll see what they can do here. Ball's up. Abbey Viers wins the tip, and Kinsey Atkins has it. We're underway here at Dale Cox Gymnasium. They got blow-ups of all the girls over there.
That's cool.
Yates with the basketball goes to Kinsey Atkins. Up to Abbey Viers. Viers now in the corner. Works down low to Bules. Bules working back again. Abbey Viers trying to get some pace there. And looks like the foul's going to be on Bremen. It'll stay here.
It looks like we got John Glenn to join us too.
Hey, we'll take it. We will take it. This foul's on Bailey Vermillion. First foul of the ball game. Kinsey Atkins goes up top to Bules. Bules to Atkins. She's going to circle up. Trying to get away from Vermillion. Goes on over to Bules. Back to Yates. Triton working around the perimeter. Trying to get that offense set. Rodriguez just gets the ball just past her. Yates now at the basketball. Goes to Hostrawser in the corner. Hostrawser works it back to Yates in the left wing. Down low to Abbey Viers. One of the Twin Towers. Feeds Kinsey Atkins for three. Can't get the drop. And it's going to be a rebound there by Coffel. Coffel now on the fast break. Kicks it up to Vermillion. She's going to go up strong and get fouled on the way up.
Good job trying to get on top of her, trying to stop it. Just too much contact.
She must have tweaked her ankle or something there for just a little bit.
Hope Yates is all right as Vermillion's first shots from the free throw line are up and in. And Bremen's very fast, and they get on the fast break. This is a team that can really make you pay. They'll pull up in transition or they'll just attack the basket.
Mm-hmm.
And in and out on that one, and Kinsey Atkins gets the rebound from the tip from Abbey Viers.
That's a good job. Now that it would be hard for her to collect it and push it out to her teammate who had easier chance to get it.
And when talking with Coach Heckaman, the guards have done a really good job with no Whytnie Miller to really crash the boards. The guards are rebounding extremely well.
It's not you. They had a one for Triton.
Okay, I was like, I was thinking
I looked up there, I was like, wait a second, we didn't score yet.
Coffel goes to Rodriguez. Works over on Vermillion. Back to Rodriguez and here to Coffel in the corner. Cross court to Vermillion. She'll go with the up fake. Back to Rodriguez. Feeds Foster down low to Duran, and that one goes in, and Bremen takes a three-point lead. And Kinsey Atkins takes her eye off the basketball just for a moment, and it'll stay here as the pressure provides a little too much there on that one. Big thing now is just to calm down and just take a breather. Just relax. Vermillion inbounds to Rodriguez, past the half-court line. They're working around the perimeter, looking where to go. To Duran in the corner. Up top to Rodriguez, finds Coffel on the right wing. Goes to Vermillion, down to Duran. She's got some space, goes up strong, and good defense by Lexia Hostrawser to keep that one from going in.
Took a lot of contact on it.
Yes, she did. Yates with a no-look pass to Kinsey Atkins. Here comes the pressure on out with the zone. Bules with the now. Works it to Kinsey Atkins. As they kind of work it around here to try to get one of those Twin Towers freed up because they get the best look they can, and Coach Heckman's going to call a timeout. Not liking what he's seeing with the girls here against this zone.
There's Jeremiah and Lucas.
All right, here comes some of the guys who create all the sound down there. They put all the posters back over there. Apparently.
Are you surprised that Bremen didn't press?
In that first, the first inbound, I'm surprised they didn't. They kind of brought like a three-quarter pressure there that first time. That's when Kinsey lost the basketball. I mean, I'm surprised they're not running that full-court press as fast as they are. But with that zone, they're really bringing those two guards up there to the three-point line to really put pressure on the pressure outside the perimeter. So I wouldn't expect it for long not to have full-court press. I would. Once they see the bloods in the water,
I guess what I was referring to was Bremen didn't press us.
Oh, correct. Yeah, no. I mean, Bremen they didn't really pressure us at all. When they get in the half court, their pressure kind of stood out there. Kinsey Atkins with the basketball past the half court line. Yates gets it. Oh, goes to Kinsey Atkins, almost leaves the basketball. She lost, I thought she lost her dribble. Yates with the crossover, goes to Bules. Hostrawser had an opening for a moment. Goes to the up fake, goes back to Bules. High pass to Hostrawser, and she can't get up high to get that one. High pass, and a turnover for Triton.
Just need to work on their passes, make it more accurate, easier to catch their teammate. Just need to be patient and start.
It's big things. Be patient, hold your composure, just relax. Vermillion to Rodriguez, tries to go to Foster and does. She's in the paint, she'll pull up, jumper is up, and it's in. Bules goes to Kinsey Atkins. Back to Bules, here comes that pressure. As Triton doing a good job against it here thus far in this possession. Goes to Bules, she'll get it past the half-court line. Picks up her dribble, throws it over to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins on the near side, goes to Hostrawser in the corner. Kinsey Atkins going against Rodriguez. As Yates goes to Bules. Goes to Kinsey Atkins, 3 balls up, puts it in! Triton now trails by 2.
Really good job, be patient there, pass around till Kinsey had the opening to get the 3 points up on the board.
Coffel goes to Rodriguez, goes down to Duran in the corner. My goodness, I don't know why I keep forgetting her last name. Coffel back iron, no good. Rebound's going to go to Foster in traffic, and I think we're going to get a jump ball call, and we do. In possession, he'll stay here with Bremen.
Good job to fight for it there, trying to get back for us.
Good to see Jimmy Arnett down there reffing tonight.
Yeah. Emma Hepler checking in for the Blue Swish.
He's the only ref I can ever remember because he sings the anthem.
Yep. That's a really good job.
Rodriguez, first three-pointer attempt in the corner is no good, and it's going to go out on Coffel, and Triton gets it back. Emma Hepler to inbound. We'll see how they attack this pressure here. Back to Hepler, on over to Yates. Yates back to Hepler. To Kinsey Atkins. Here comes that trap. Cross court to Yates. Good job by Kinsey Atkins to get it fed there. Abbey Viers tries to feed down low to Hostrawser. Too tight of a passing lane as Koffel's on the fast break, and she'll go hard. Led with that elbow to drop her shoulder, no call. We're going to get a foul on Taren Yates.
And that's going to be her second.
Several people watching. Betty Hostrawser, go Lexia, Grandpa John, and Graham Betty Hostrawser are saying good luck. Emily Rose, go Lady Trojans, and Becky Bell, go Alexa and Abbey Viers. Nana and Papa are so proud of you. Thanks, Triton, for the live feed. Well, we appreciate you guys all watching. And here goes the student section for Triton. Bremen is silent on their end. Foster top the key, works left, pulls back, goes under Rodriguez. Up top to Coffel. Feeds it to Foster, pull-up jumpers up, back iron no good. Duran's going to fight for the rebound, but it's going to go off her left hand. Oh. It'll go off on, they'll say Abbey Viers. Missing, might have looked like it went off Duran.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Coffel goes to Foster. Foster to Rodriguez in the corner. Good job by Abbey Viers to close out on the shooter. Duran down the right side. Goes over to Coffel, high pass, goes to Vermillion, knocked away. Kinsey Atkins intercepts.
Way better job to jump out on potential shooters, make them have to pass a little bit quicker, making that pass off.
Kinsey Atkins dials long range, far iron, no good. Rebound to Coffel. Here goes Bremen on the fast break. She'll kick it out to Vermillion in the corner. Hot pass, couldn't quite corral it to pull for a shot as Rodriguez gets up top the key. Works it to Duran in the corner. On top, works it across. Coffel, she'll try a three. Too strong, off the mark, and no good.
Have noticed here when Bremen transitioned back down here to offense, seems like the Triton wants to just kind of get into the four corners of the lane, and they can just dribble right up through that middle. They need to kind of get that stopped before they pass that, before they get to that free throw line. It's going to be her first, team's second.
Foul be on Foster. Soriano gets the rebound. But yeah, like you said with those four corners there, they're going to leave that middle open. But that might be a bit of a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Soriano Feeds Viers, back to Kinsey Atkins. She'll dial long range and puts it in. Triton takes the lead.
She's doing a really good job taking multiple deep shots tonight. Usually she shies away from taking if there's a little bit of contention, but she's just throwing them up tonight. That's 2 for 4.
Yes.
Yes. Coffel on to Rodriguez, to Duran in the corner. Deep 2 on this right side, no good, too strong. Coffel keeps it alive. One of the Triton fans wanting a foul on the push off Emma Hepler. Vermillion to Coffel, she'll go baseline, and she'll sit there and lower her shoulder again. She lowers her shoulder and threw that forearm out. She got away with it once, not this time.
So Coffel's going to pick up her first.
Hepler to inbound, and there's that full court pressure that Orion was just talking about moments ago. Soriano back to Hepler. To Kinsey Atkins, up to Abbey Viers, and Coffel gets in, knocks away, but Emma Hepler with the heads-up play feeds up to Jess Soriano. Good job by Emma Hepler. Soriano with it now. Goes to Hepler on the left wing. And Emma Hepler tries to go with some pressure, but goes off her leg there. So minute 22 remaining in the first. We got a 1-point ball game on our hands. Rodriguez with the basketball. Goes to Foster, top the key. Finds Coffel. Feeds Duran, down low to Vermillion. She'll go up. Good defense by Abbey Viers. Did a good job to get the hand in there and really throw it off as Kinsey Atkins gets it there. Picks her dribble up, hands off to Soriano. So Triton can find another way to penetrate this 2-3 zone. Soriano back to Kinsey Atkins. Wanted to go down low. Duran shut it off. Viers back to Soriano to Emma Hepler. Nearing the 40-second mark now. Triton leading by 1 here in the first quarter. Soriano relaxed, and here comes Rodriguez. Feeds Viers. Viers to Atkins, to Soriano. Rodriguez trying to come up to get the ball handler to pick up her dribble.
Emma needs to stay down the corner a little bit. They've been kind of sagging down into the paint. She's open out there.
Kinsey Atkins goes to Emma Hepler, on to Hostrawser. Hostrawser feeds Soriano. Hepler cycles the corner, 3-pointers up, puts it in! Emma Hepler.
Good job for her to move around and find her footing right in the corner, get the shot up and in.
And Coffel very disappointed, misses that last second shot, and Triton takes a 4-point lead into the first quarter. Wow.
Turned it from, was it 5-0 to?
It was 5-0, and the girls come back and with a commanding 9-0 run. Wow. 3 pretty good 3-point attempts were the difference there for Triton. Kenny's got our stats for us.
Yep, that's all we've made is 3-pointers there. 2 for Atkins, 1 for Hepler. Yates did get those 2 fouls. Did set out a little bit there for Bremen. Foster with 2 and Duran with 2, Vermillion with 1. But then they've got 3 players each with a single foul, Foster, Vermillion, and Coffel. For his team stats, Triton hadn't been to the free throw line, but Bremen's hit 1 of 2. They're 2 of 7 for 2-pointers, but they're Trojans with the 3-pointers, 3 of 5, and against 0 of 4 for Bremen. But Triton has had those 4 turnovers there on that press.
Well, they get that figured out. They're really doing a good job finding open looks, and you're getting your shooters involved, and that's going to do is going to draw the defenders out and really open up things down in the low block. Gavin, what would you be calling if you're down there and you're the head coach?
I'd keep going for what we're doing. It's been working. We held them 0 points after their first 5, then got the 9 real quick. Really good job so far.
Just need to keep that defensive intensity because watching Coffel play the last couple of years, she'll come back out as Emma Hepler can't get that one to drop. Good look there. And Duran's going to foul her on the rebound.
Good job by Lexia to get underneath it, pick it up, and get the foul.
And right now, thus far, the student section is the big difference in this ball game. Nothing but crickets on the Bremen sideline. Soriano to inbound, goes to Abbey Viers, feeds Kinsey Atkins, pull up 3, can't get that one to drop. Soriano saves it to Hepler. Nice hustle play there by Jess Soriano. Hepler feeds Viers down low to Emma Hepler, 3 ball again, too strong. Rebound and knocked away by Kinsey Atkins.
Good job by her to try to get into there and just knock it out.
But, hey, that's the right idea. It's exactly what you want to see is the hustle play. 7.5 remaining here in the second quarter. Bremen trails by 4. Coffel to Rodriguez. And in the corner to Duran. On top, Rodriguez finds Vermillion. Goes back. Foster now on the right wing to Rodriguez. She has a chance from straight away and puts it in. She loves that center three, and she drops it there. 1 point ball game. Hepler back to Soriano. Back to Hepler again, and Kinsey Atkins will force the action. Hepler throws it behind her. Here comes Rodriguez. She kicks on the Jets. And it's going to go to Triton as Hepler got there too late, and she'll go out, and she may have got banged up on the play.
They took that faster than they did against Glenn. I just think they took it a little bit too fast and caused the error there.
Rodriguez here. On over. Vermillion and Rodriguez trying to work it around and find Coffel in the paint. Goes to Duran. Tries to fake it out. Goes to Vermillion. Into the corner to Foster. She thought about facing up. She'll go on the baseline. Tries to feed Duran, but Rodriguez keeps it alive in the corner. She'll keep it going for Bremen. Duran on the corner. Back on over. Vermillion gives it to Coffel to Rodriguez for 3, and it's in. And just like that, a 6-point swing here in the second quarter. Bremen's back on top. Emma Hepler to Soriano. Here comes the full court press. Up to Hostrawser. She'll dribble it past. Feeds Kinsey Atkins, and it'll be knocked away, and Duran's got it. It's going to be a jump. I don't know what we're going to call.
Yep, jump ball.
And so we go back to Bremen. As Bules will check in for Lexia Hostrawser. Good move by her to get it past the half-court line. Fed Kinsey just fine, but Duran made a really good defensive play to get in there and take that one away.
It's hard to get out of that.
Rodriguez goes on over to Foster. Foster to Rodriguez. Feeds Coffel. Duran in the corner. 3 is up off the mark. Rebound Emma Hepler.
Good job to close out there. Made the shot go off a little bit.
Soriano with it now to Atkins. Coach Heckaman calling it out. Kinsey Atkins goes to Bules. Abbey Viers trying to establish position there on the free throw line as Soriano gets it caught in the corner. Viers corrals it to Bules, to Hepler, to Soriano now. Trying to find a place to go with it. Emma Hepler goes to Bules, to Kinsey Atkins. She'll dial, and they got a piece of it, and too strong, not there. Rebound to Coffel. She's in a hurry going down, going coast to coast. Feeds Foster, she's up, no good. Rebound Duran, blocked by Viers.
Really good block to stop the fast break and get it back for us. Jaelyn did a good job to get in front of them too and slowing it down.
Bules in the corner. Goes to Atkins, quickly to Soriano, working it around the perimeter. Vermillion trying to shut off Emma Hepler on the far side. Kinsey Atkins, Duran closed on her in a hurry. Bules to Hepler. Soriano directing traffic. Of course, earlier today, the JV boys were bi-county champions. The girls punched their ticket the other night against a John Glenn team who was heavily favored, and we're going to get a timeout for Triton. Of course, Bremen, no stranger to this championship game. In the school's history and the history of the bi-county tournament for them, they've been here a grand total. I had it marked, and I moved it.
We got a scoreboard switch.
Yep, there we go. I believe it was let me go back to there we go. Bremen's been here 20 times, 12-8 in this contest. Triton's lone time in this game was back in 2013 where they lost to Oregon Davis. So Triton, this is their second trip in school history, Gavin, but they had a long, hard road to get here. They are fighting hard, and this defense is outstanding, especially when you're missing one of your best defensive pieces in Whytnie Miller. But yet she's making her presence known there on the bench, talking to these girls when they come coming off a dead ball, coming out of a timeout or anything. She's constantly encouraging them and doing anything she can to be a leader down there on the bench.
She acts as a fourth coach and gives, I don't know how to say it, like more experienced from it because she's played for this team, knows how they play, and knows more about the players. And gives them good advice of how to play through it.
And Whytnie knows exactly how to kind of work with you. I mean, she's a teammate, so they're going to listen to her, I mean, pretty well. I mean, Whytnie always works hard with them. So here we go, Bules to inbound. Checking in that left dead ball for Bremen was Moyer.
No. Good job by her to drive down, go for that shot there. Just got taken away from her. I think it's really good to have Emma in right now because she was such a spark against John Glenn. Having her come in, I think, really helped with the win.
I agree totally. Vermillion to Rodriguez. Goes back, Foster finds Coffel. She'll dial long range. Front iron, no good. Rebound's going to go to Bremen, but she'll give it right over to Soriano. The rebound there by Moyer, and gives it right back.
Jessica did a really good job at just stepping right in front of the pass and catching it.
Hepler in the corner, gets caught. Picture dribble up, goes to Soriano.
There's a couple of times there that they've got that ball into Abbey. Abbey just needs to turn around and either shoot it or really get them a good fake and try to get that defense pulled into her.
Oh, and she'll get a travel on the. And Bremen will take a 30-second timeout. Abbey Viers, that was a good play to the basket. I mean, she did a good job. Just got her feet a little bit ahead of herself, I think, and is where the call got warranted. But that was a great move because if they would have called a travel, that shot would have been called good.
Yep.
We'd have a tie ball game.
You know, I'm going to throw a name out there we don't talk about a lot, especially on the stat sheet, but it's Jess Soriano. She's probably played more varsity this season than she has from freshman to junior, and she's improved. I know she has a passion for basketball. I see her outside my window at her cousin's house all the time, or sister, I'm sorry. And yeah, I lost my train of thought.
I was going to say, lost his train of thought there. But yes, that's one thing, correct, Orion. We don't say her name quite often enough, but her ball handling, she has really improved. I mean, season by season, she continues to improve. And I mean, as a person who knows the game, and her IQ is really starting to grow. Hard worker, and Jess Soriano has no quit in her. Vermillion to Foster. Goes to Vermillion. Or excuse me, Rodriguez goes to Vermillion. She'll get caught there. Foster to Rodriguez, back to Vermillion. Foster goes baseline, feeds it back in. Vermillion to Rodriguez, to Coffel. Coffel will go the dribble drive and go up strong, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Abbey Viers.
That was a tough one. Took out her legs, it just went down.
Oh, we're calling on Bules.
Oh.
It's going to kind of say because Abbey kind of fell away there. I didn't quite see her initiate any contact. As Coffel makes the first free throw. Second shot rattles out. And Moyer had a chance at the rebound, but Abbey Viers takes it away. Kinsey Atkins comes up here expecting the trap. Goes to Bules. Bules drives. Oh, and Moyer dropped her, and he's not sure what happened there. Soriano now. Goes to Hostrawser. She'll lose it. Soriano retrieves it. Rodriguez on her. Goes to Hostrawser. Back to Bules. Trying to find a place to go with it. High pass to Hostrawser. Foster closed in a hurry. Hostrawser feeds Soriano. Back to Hostrawser. Wanted to dribble into that one. Goes to Bules. Bules goes to Kinsey Atkins. Leads it to her, but doesn't quite go where it needed to. Hostrawser in the corner. And Vermillion will get there on the reach. They'll say she got her there. Speaking of that, as we want to send congrats out to our conference wrestling champions today in the 138 class, Connor Pitney, who's sitting over there in the front row, as well as in the 285 heavyweight class, Caleb Lemler won as well. Congrats to those guys. Great job, gentlemen.
As a team, I think we came in fourth. And Winnemac took the championship. I think that's the second year in a row for Winnemac.
Okay. Rodriguez gets it, gets a piece of it there. Soriano Works it back to her.
I remember last year the wrestling tournament taking a lot longer.
Soriano, good job to attack the basket, and Abbey Viers comes up big and slaps it away. Bules is down on the floor.
She just got breath knocked out of her.
Last year actually was the quickest wrestling tournament because they had to do it on a Friday night because of the storm that was coming on Saturday, and they pushed it, I think, all in 4 hours.
I was driving to Cincinnati.
I guess they just had a later time than early in the morning.
It used to last a lot longer because there was more wrestlers. But
yeah. How many?
Viers gets it to drop.
That was a good shot. We have like 6, 7 wrestlers on the team this year.
Yeah, we at the time we had more wrestlers, but as the conference as a whole, there was more wrestlers.
I was saying for this year, don't we have like 6?
We're down.
Good defense
Foster,
here. Everyone jumping out on the person with the ball and fighting for the rebound there. Just went off of us on the way out.
So the ball goes out on us there. Duran checking in the last dead ball. Moyer will go to Foster, to Coffel. Duran with the deep 2. Back iron off the mark. Rebound, Jaelyn Bules. Kinsey Atkins will go to work now. Goes to Bules. Goes to Soriano. Soriano. Goes to Viers, who tries to feed to Hostrawser. Rodriguez with it. Goes to Coffel. Inside the final 7 seconds. It's a 1-point ball game. Duran got away, and nope, the travel was called. So a 1-point ball game with 3.7 remaining. Triton only scoring 2 in this quarter. Atkins will give a heat. Abbey Viers, no good. And that's the end of the first half. 12-11, Bremen's out in front.
That would have been such a good play if they're able to get it off in time.
Just would have been about half a second faster.
That's kind of something that the Suns used to do with, I think it was Tyson Chandler 2 years ago.
Yep.
They'd be an inbounds pass that they'd lob with a couple seconds left. That's when Fizdale was their coach. I think he coached there, yeah.
So with only those 2 points scored in that quarter, those 2 points went to Abbey Viers. And then really, I think Bules picked up a foul, so that's about the only thing changed from that first quarter for the Trojans. For Bremen, Rodriguez having 6, Foster with 2, and Duran with 2, and Vermillion with 1, and Coffel with 1. Vermillion had 2 fouls, and then Coffel, Duran, and Foster all having a single foul. And then team stats, Triton still has not got to that free throw line. Bremen still 2 of 4. Biggest thing, there's 1 of 4 2-pointed for the Trojans, and really hadn't really even done any of those until right here at the last part of the second quarter, even attempted it 2. Most of them's been at those 3-pointers. Biggest thing there at the bottom, those 8 turnovers for the Trojans, 2 to Bremen, but yet still only being down here by 1 point at halftime.
We're going to have the dash for cash here from TCU. It looks like someone, not sure who that is. They came from the Triton.
He's an Argus player.
Okay.
I think that's, do you know who that is, Trent? Is that Redinger?
Thank you. So with that being said, we'll let them do the dash for cash, and we'll be right back on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. I'm Andrew Hare alongside Gavin, Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler as we attempt to shoot the groundhog here for this final half. And by the groundhog, we mean we've been here all week. This is our 9th and final game of the week.
Yep, yeah, it's been Groundhog Day from Monday through Friday, same routine. Little mix up for the day today.
Yeah. So we'll get that taken care of.
I don't know if our viewers noticed, I had the camera there on the huddle, and as soon as they came out of the locker room, Whytnie was talking to all of them the entire time, from them walking out to taking them back to the court. She was encouraging them and giving them tips, I'm assuming.
And that's just the kind of leader that Whytnie is, and she's a very unselfish player, does anything she can for the team. Bules has the basketball. She'll work right. Goes to Atkins. Atkins down the corner to Hostrawser. Pull-up jumper, not there. Rebound, Kinsey Atkins. Good job by her to come in. Goes to Yates, to Viers, to Bules. Bules right there.
A good job trying to back down into there.
Goes to Kinsey Atkins.
We're not on it.
Bules now with it. Feeds Abbey Viers. Viers now down low. Banks open for Abbey Viers. Triton takes a 1-point lead.
Good job by Abbey to be strong down there and take the lead back for us.
Coffel comes through. Goes to Rodriguez to Foster now on the right wing. Foster hands off to Vermillion. Vermillion cycles. Coffel with the head fake. She'll drive. Feeds back. Foster for three. Back iron no good. Rebounds. Going to be a fight as Coffel goes to the floor. They're going to say travel as she went to the floor with the rebound.
We have Mason McIntyre babysitting the crowd tonight.
Triton facing the full court press yet again. Bules to Yates. Got to find a way to work forward. Up to Hostrawser, but Foster intercepts. Foster feeds Vermillion. She'll drake it herself. Feeds back. Coffel will try again and draw the foul.
They're going to be on Yates possibly.
You know, that's a pretty good seat down there. Well, standing, he's standing, but
Pretty good spot to be. Appreciate Mason and all his support and help with all this.
he's had a long day. I don't know when he got up, but they were doing that conference wrestling tourney all day, and
Yeah.
Well,
big thing to host that big event.
I'm sure there's a lot of wrestling involved behind the scenes. Sorry, the joke was there. Bad joke. Someone left the window open. Coffel goes again, and she is perfect. Or that's her. She's missed one. 75% from the line. Trying to find a way to attack this pressure. Got to keep working forward. Bules up to Yates. Yates keeps it there. Coffel on her. Yates now trapped in the corner. Tries to dribble through trouble, and Coffel gets a piece of it. Abbey Viers tries to knock it away, and she'll get called for the push.
Two of them tried to get out. They were doing really good, but then just too much contact, pushed her and got the foul called.
Yates did the right thing by trying to split the defenders there. Coffel has it now. Bremen with a 1-point lead with 6:20 remaining in the third. Rodriguez now. Leaves it for Foster. Goes in the corner. Rodriguez. She'll pull up. No good. Side iron short of the mark. Foster. Back to Rodriguez. Kinsey Atkins got a piece of it. Coffel. She'll pull up. Goes back to Rodriguez. They're trying to get some action working there. Vermillion goes to Duran in the corner. They're going to get a foul on Hostrawser.
Did a really good job moving around there on defense. Just have to watch their fouls.
Yeah, because we got picked up 3 fouls here already in this first part of the second half.
Foster just throws it away, and Coffel keeps it alive but gives it back to Bules. Atkins now goes to Yates. Yates on the attack. And they're going to say she took off before she put the ball on the floor.
Mistakes like that really hurt the team. You get really pumped for the break, but then turnover happens and you have to go back to the defense. So have to keep their head up and keep going hard.
Foster now on the left wing, works back up top. Got away with an elbow there. Yates was surprised by it.
Kinsey did a good job staying in front of Coffel just there.
And Coffel misses again, and Duran gets the rebound. Goes to Foster in the corner. To Coffel. Coffel bounces back. Foster tries a right wing three, no good. Rebound's going to go off. Viers was in there on the rebound, but it might have went off Duran or Coffel, and Coffel frustrated with that one. Bules now goes back to Kinsey Atkins. She gets quickly past the half-court line. Nice job by Kinsey Atkins to walk a tightrope, and then they'll say she traveled.
I didn't see where she traveled at there.
Ooh.
That's kind of what I wondered, too.
Somebody brought a pretzel out here. So it's not a special.
It's not a special. And it's not a Triton pretzel either. Duran goes up and miscommunication as Bremen turns it over.
That's good for us. We have to make the most out of our opportunity here, try to get the lead back.
Bules inbounds to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins feeds Taren Yates. Back to Atkins, quickly to Bules. Bules goes to Hostrawser in the corner, but it's going to go off of Triton. Coffel in there on the defensive end. Rodriguez goes to Duran on the right wing. On top, Vermillion will take her number called. Not there. Foster now on the right wing. Goes to Coffel. Coffel in the corner. On top to Vermillion on the right and the left side. Rodriguez to Foster. She'll dial long range. Back iron no good, and Hostrawser tries to tip it up. Coffel goes and draws the foul.
So Hostrawser does pick up her second. So Coffel's going to shoot that last free throw there. It does get that in. So Coffel now has 6 points, 4 or 5 from the line. And we're going to get a timeout.
This was the initial one.
So Triton's going to take another timeout here.
And they're messing with the scoreboard.
Yep.
Again.
We completely lose it when they have these big long timeouts.
Yeah. So.
Hey, jump.
Yeah, there ain't no jumping happen on here. I don't know how well that would work. I might knock everything over and then jump. I better be running because Orion be running me down and knock me upside the head for that one. Although it was against Bremen, I jumped and about knocked the table over with the boys the one year.
Yeah.
So.
Give a shout out to our 103 viewers. I think that's the most viewership we've had all year, season.
Appreciate everybody at home watching. So we're here now, 17. Well, what was the score? 17-13. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the scoreboard.
Yep, it's not there.
It'll be back in a moment.
There
it
it
is. So, Gavin, you're down by 4. You know, the turnovers are kind of accumulating. Having a hard time there with the fouls. And, Coffel's now starting to get ahead of steam there. Seems like the more frustrated she gets, the harder she plays.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do to kind of make an adjustment down there?
You just have to pay attention more, make better passes, and not dribble into problems. You just have to hold on to it instead of throwing it away like we have.
It's probably the fullest I have seen this gym this week, at least for the games we've been in here. Yates goes over to Kinsey Atkins. Goes off the foot of Rodriguez. And they're going to try to keep this one alive here. As it has been a knockout, drag-out fight. Farmwald says Gavin is a great co-host. Yes, he is. Absolutely.
Thanks, Farmwald.
Hostrawser to Emma Hepler now. Hepler feeds Kinsey Atkins. She'll dial long range. Puts it in! And Triton's back down by 1. 3.5 remaining in the third.
Good job by them to get it down the court quick and hit it over her in the corner.
And there's Barb Shively saying, work hard, 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 Lady Trojans. I agree. She gave that advice to the boys earlier, and it came through. Coffel to Rodriguez. Finds Foster up top. Hands off to Rodriguez. She likes those straightaway threes. Goes down, feeds Duran. She had some space. Back to Rodriguez. Vermillion's alone. Coffel now. Foster in the right wing. Feeds back to Coffel. She'll try another three. Back iron, no good. She has not made one yet tonight. Duran with the putback, no good. And Abbey Viers gets in there, and she draws the foul from Duran. And the Bremen faithful not happy about that one.
That was big. She went up there, came down hard, just spun out, got the foul called there.
And senior Alyxa Viers comes in for Sister Abbey.
That's good to give her some time to breathe and allow Alexa to get some in. She's a good player down low too, really strong.
Alexa up to Kinsey Atkins, who feeds Emma Hepler. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep.
What?
Evidently, she still hadn't had her second foot touch across the line before she caught the ball, so he assumed that was over and back.
Okay. Wow. Rodriguez up top following the Triton turnover. Goes to Foster. Foster with the up fake. She'll drive. Feeds Coffel. She'll go baseline. Goes up strong. And they'll call a foul. That's might be 3 on. That's on Taren Yates.
And it is.
And Coffel will go back to the line. Triton 5 team fouls here in this third quarter alone. And right there, Bremen shooting 6 of 8. Only missed 2 missed free throws from the line.
And Triton hasn't had a chance to even get to a free throw.
And Coffel gets that one to drop. Emma Hepler goes to Kinsey Atkins. Feeds Hepler. Here comes the pressure. Finds Taren Yates. Hepler, good job by Emma Hepler with the court vision. Goes to Hostrawser to Atkins. Hepler rotates now to the left wing. Yates now on the right side. Hepler now works up to Kinsey Atkins. Coach Heckaman trying to direct the offense. Viers to Yates. Yates goes down to Hostrawser. Banks closed. Oh, I thought she was going to reopen it there.
Really good try to go up with it there. Just had too much power on it. Rimmed out.
Rodriguez straightaway 3. She likes him and it works there.
She is good from 4 behind that line.
And when she shoots from straight away, she's almost automatic. Yates to Emma Hepler. Goes to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins accelerates right past Kaufman, and Kinsey Atkins goes coast to coast and can't get it to drop. Good effort there by the freshman.
Took a lot of contact. Looked like that could have been a foul from behind.
Coffel, and Emma Hepler draws the charge.
Good job for her to take all the contact on her body and get the ball back for her team.
So Koffel's going to pick up her second, team's second this half.
And she is not a happy camper. Moyer checks in. Abbey Viers checks in as Hostrawser gets a break. And a timeout, a full timeout for Bremen. Wow, Gavin, you talk about a high energy, high drama first 3 quarters. I mean, right here, Triton battling with the way they have. I'll tell you what, they're showing up to be one of those scrappy teams that you just can't let stay in games, and Triton staying in the ball game.
We're doing a lot better than our last game against Bremen. I can't remember what the score was.
It was 45-17.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot closer.
Biggest thing for Triton is only shooting 2 of 7 for 2-pointers. Just only 2 of those to drop, and still as close a game as this is. But those 3-pointers, a lot of them with like Kinsey Atkins hitting 3 of 7, keeping this Trojan club in the ball game.
And that's the big thing. And plus what you saw there with Emma Hepler, her providing those valuable minutes off of the bench. She is doing one awesome job here in this tournament. That young lady has worked hard, and it's really starting to show off. Emma has really grown this season. I'm telling you what, she has earned every bit of minutes that she gets.
Scoreboard's back.
Yeah, but it didn't read right.
Agree, Hunter. It was not from our view. Unfortunately, we don't get to make those calls. Up to Viers, quickly to Alyxa Viers. And the senior up and can't get it to drop. Kinsey Atkins gets popped on there, and they're going to say they fouled. Who's the foul on? Oh, they're going to say it's on Bremen. And they're going to call it on Coffel. It'll be a third personal foul for her, and she is voicing her displeasure. And Duran comes in, and Coffel will come out. Stay tuned following the ball game. The W.B. Hawkins Award presentation will be following this ball game. Yates feeds Emma Hepler in the corner. Moyer on her. Hepler trying to go. Feeds Abbey Viers. Viers backs down, goes up strong, and they're going to say Duran.
Jump
ball. And it goes back to Bremen. When you go up and they kind of hold that ball like that, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not considered a block shot. So when they go up and it's almost a jump ball, because instead of being like down here holding a jump ball, it'll be going up.
Okay.
Vermillion now on the left wing, goes up top to Foster.
I thought it looked more like contact than anything.
Rodriguez goes back to Foster, and Foster runs over Taren Yates, and that's her third personal foul, rather. Right?
Yes, that is her fourth.
So dangerous foul there for the sophomore, as Jess Soriano, the senior, is going to have to come in for her. And Whytnie Miller encouraging her. She takes a seat. Foster goes up strong. They're going to say Abbey Viers fouled her. As Bremen's gone on a run here.
So Abbey is, that's her second, and that gets Triton 7 team fouls, so now going to be 1-1.
It's going to be difficult for us again.
And Foster misses back iron. It's going to be a tough climb. But yet they mounted one the other night, so can they do it again? It's going to be even tougher without Taren Yates being in the basketball game. As Emma Hepler now with the basketball on the 2 missed free throws by Bremen. Goes back. Soriano's got it. Vermillion shutting her off there. Kinsey Atkins with it now. Back to Hepler. Leaves it for Soriano. 20 seconds remaining here in the third. Triton letting it tick. They're going to back up on the zone. They're going to give them all the time they want. Goes to Hepler in the corner to Viers. Back to Soriano. Soriano to Hepler. She'll start up for 3. Can't get it to drop. Alyxa Viers can't get in there for the rebound. Rodriguez gets it to Vermillion, and that's the end of the third quarter. Bremen leading 22-16. It has been a good match thus far, Gavin.
It has been. Triton just needs to play extra hard in the fourth quarter, get the deficit lowered, and try to get this win.
Scoreboard screw up.
Yep. Didn't get it caught in time.
So as Kenny gets things working around here.
No, we'll just put
I guess it would take a little time to explain what happens there. LaVille has a Videotron, and they put little videos up there with the songs they play. And when they take that off, we lose their scoreboard, which our scoreboard is reliant upon.
So Kinsey Atkins leading Triton there with 9 points. Abbey Viers with 4, Hepler with 3. They're Taren Yates having those 4 fouls. Probably be out for a little bit here. And then Abbey Viers and Lexia Hostrawser each with 2 fouls, and Atkins and Bules each with a single foul. For Bremen, Rodriguez leading their way with 9, Coffel with 8, but does have those 3 fouls. Foster and Duran each with 2, and Vermillion with 1. Duran and Vermillion each with 2 fouls. And for team stats, Triton still has yet to get to the free throw line. Bremen's been shooting 7-11. 2 of 8 on the 2-pointers, 4 of 11 for 3-pointers for the Trojans, but the big thing there still is those turnovers down at the bottom. Got to get them slowed up a little bit, but still 15-7.
So there we go there's the third quarter stats. Fourth quarter here for the 55th annual TCU Bi-County Tournament. Championship game for the varsity girls, our Triton Trojans and the Bremen Lady Lions. Bremen leading 22-16, we're underway. Soriano, Bules, Atkins, Abbey Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser out there for Triton. Rodriguez, Vermillion. Moyer, Foster, who just intercepted, and Duran out there for the Lady Lions. Foster dribbles down in the paint. One hand off to Moyer, loses it. It's a scrap for the basketball, and Abbey Viers takes it away. Kinsey Atkins up the sideline. She pulls back on the right wing. Vermillion shuts it off, but she loses her with the spin move. She spots up. Can't get down to drop. Hostrawser fighting for the rebound. Foster's got it. As Bules and Foster go up, but they're going to say, I think Bremen might have touched that one and stood up. Yep, Duran got it when she fell out of bounds.
Really good work by all 5 girls out there to play hard, dive down on it, and just keep trying to move it around for us to eventually get it back.
But I want to know how well these Lady Trojans have. Their defense has played so well. And this team has improved with their hustle. I love their hustle. Up top to Bules. Hostrawser on over to Kinsey Atkins. Leaves it for Soriano. Back to Atkins. You talk about a defensive battle, you got one. Abbey Viers keeps it alive, finds Hostrawser, breaks open.
Good pass to open up that basket by Hostrawser.
And that's a good time for Alexia to get her 2 points of this game.
So Hostrawser now, she got him back on the board. Vermillion. Works right, pulls back. Goes on over to Rodriguez. Foster straight away. Loses Soriano on the crossover, but Bules comes in to fight for it. They're going to say a push on Bules.
Seemed a little late.
Say that was they're going to say it was on Soriano.
I think she moved her feet before any of that even happened.
So Soriano's going to pick up her first.
So Coffel checking back in now. As Foster back to the line, she'll get a chance for the one-on-one opportunity. Shots up, it's in. Foster now.
She's 1 of 3.
1 of 3 from the line. Team shooting 67% as a whole, only missing 4 free throws. And that continues. Bules inbounds and Vermillion knocks it away. It'll keep staying here with Triton. Now, this is where you're going to have to tighten up a little bit. Yes, you are down by 6, but the big thing here is you've got to have that ball control. It's got to, you've got to have it. Bules inbounds, looking for Kinsey Atkins, and here comes a trap. Atkins feeds Bules. Bules spins out of trouble, pulls it back, goes up to Hostrawser, down to Soriano. Viers was alone in the paint, and she puts it up and not there in time. Duran, as she was rushing the shot, and they're going to say Duran stepped out.
Good work there for us to try to get that shot up, and good job by us getting it back, making her go too hard at the ball and go out of bounds.
Soriano goes to inbound, trying to find somewhere to go, looking for Hostrawser, and does. Hostrawser caught in the corner, feeds Abbey Viers with a hot pass. Bules was open on the other side. Viers couldn't see her. Vermillion accelerates, and Kinsey Atkins comes in. Whoa. The freshman making her point known. No easy buckets here.
So she's going to pick up her second. The thing is, that's team's 9th, so next one now that's going to be double bonus for Bremen.
Abbey Viers will come out.
It's really early in the 4th to be going into double bonus.
Yes.
We were not
Bremen
even close to being in bonus.
Yep, and Bremen only having 3 fouls.
And Vermillion gets that one to drop. As Vermillion's second shot in and out. Rebound Hostrawser. Gotta communicate. Atkins trying to go there. Coffel comes in, takes it away. And Bules will get in there, and they'll say a travel.
Good job, take the contact, get the travel called.
And the big thing for Taren Yates, it's okay to be aggressive, but you gotta pay attention with those 4 fouls. Emma Hepler to inbound, goes to Yates. Yates spins out of trouble, backs out of it, dribbles through trouble. Coffel gets a piece of it. They're gonna say a push.
So Coffel's going to pick up her 4th.
Coffel saying she's done. She doesn't want to go back in. That's what she says.
We've done a good job at taking her out of the game. Now we just have to focus on taking out Vermillion and Rodriguez.
Kinsey Atkins back to Yates. Yates to Atkins. Atkins goes back to Emma Hepler. Hepler now tries to go to Alyxa Viers, and Duran will fall. I'm going to say a push. And that might be on Alyxa Viers.
Triton foul number 44, Alyxa Viers. Her first, team's 10.
Yep, her first, but yeah, that big thing here is team's 10th, so now it's double bonus.
So Duran now with 2 free throws for the Bremen Lady Lions. And can't get that one to drop. Emma Hepler communicating the offense. Let's keep this up. Let's keep the intensity up. Hostrawser with the rebound. Yates now got to convert to points here. Goes to Kinsey Atkins. Atkins to Emma Hepler. Hepler goes back to Atkins. To Taren Yates. Back to Kinsey Atkins. Working around here. Hostrawser feeds Alyxa Viers. Alyxa Viers trying to get possession. He wanted a travel call, and it's going to go out on Duran.
Good job by Viers and Emma to play strong down low and make them hit it out of bounds. Keep it on our side. Just need to open up the offense, get these 7 points back, and tie up the ball game.
Atkins got to get rid of it in a 5-second call there.
Triton needs to learn that if the play's not working right, do something different. Go away from where the play takes you. Try to get away from your defender. Just get open.
Duran finds Moyer. Rodriguez to Vermillion. Working around the perimeter here as Foster has it. Foster goes to Vermillion. Back to Moyer. Foster dials long range, off the mark. And Triton gets it back. And Jessica Soriano comes in for Kinsey Atkins. 4.5 remaining in the ball game. Bremen's out in front by 7. Viers gives it to Hostrawser. Good exchange there. Hostrawser looks back for Emma Hepler. Back to Yates. Soriano with it now. Soriano to Yates. Working it around. Back to Hepler. Back to Yates. Good look there. Banks open.
Good job for her to move around off ball and get open for that shot there, putting it within 5.
Nice job by the offense, but beautiful pass by Emma Hepler.
They tell Bremen was kind of sucking back and not really putting a lot of outside pressure, and they kind of just backed their defense off and let that Yates sneak that back door.
Duran goes to Vermillion. Rodriguez straight away.
Weren't really paying too much attention to her. She could have gotten a shot off there.
To Vermillion. Okay, that's one person you don't want to lose track of, especially straight away.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of this, you'll probably see Bremen not really attack the basket, just burn some clock now.
They'll take a full timeout. So Triton trailing by 5 here. As we said after the ball game, stay tuned for the W.B. Hawkins award presentation for Triton. Have 2 players, and Jaelyn Bules and Whytnie Miller are both up for the nomination for that one. Good luck to them.
I guess I'll take this time to make a commercial about not having commercials.
Okay, there you go.
Does that sound hypocritical?
Nope, I don't think so.
I just want to remind our viewers that this is an ad-free, commercial-free broadcast. We like to keep it that way. If you feel obliged to donate, we'd appreciate it. You can do that by hitting the Super Chat button on the chat there. It's a little money sign. Or you can call the athletic department at Triton High School and talk to Mason McIntyre. He'll take care of all your donations, and that money will go directly to equipment or postseason broadcast fees that the IHSA charges us to do sectional, regional, semi-state broadcast.
Which that is coming up, because girls sectional draws tomorrow. See how that plays out, and then to broadcast those games from Calder this year, we do have to pay the IHSAA to be able to do that. So we are looking for sponsors for that.
Really appreciate everybody viewing and appreciate any and all donations. Really appreciate the support doing this. As Vermillion, Foster, Moyer, Duran, and Rodriguez, who has the ball, is out there for Bremen. Yates, Hepler, Soriano, Hostrawser, and Viers, the Twin Towers, down in the post. Vermillion back to Rodriguez.
Triton's doing a good job getting right up on the ball handler right now.
They do a real good job of that zone defense. Foster feeds as Moyer finds a free lane to the basket.
They just can't get away from the paint. They have to focus on outside the perimeter and in the paint.
Good job there by Taren Yates with the vision up court to feed up there to Abbey Viers, and a good job by her to wait and be patient and give it to Soriano. Hepler now with the basketball, goes back to Soriano. Soriano to Yates. Yates with the basketball, feeds down to Abbey Viers. Rodriguez got a piece of it. Viers feeds it out. Emma Hepler goes up strong, and she'll draw the foul from Duran.
Good job for her to just put her head down, go down there, knowing she's going to get the contact and taking it for the team.
Erin Coffel will check back in, and Kinsey Atkins will do as well. She gets 2 free throws.
Emma Hepler to the line for Triton, shooting 2.
So Emma Hepler to the line with 2 big free throws.
Substitution for Triton, number 34, Kinsey Atkins. For Bremen, number 21, Erin Coffel.
So Coffel checking in now. Hepler's second shot hits the mark. Emma Hepler perfect from the line there. Triton trails by 5. 2:25 remaining in the ball game. Bremen the heavy favorites as Coach Heckaman pulls the defenders up to the half-court line. Foster feeds down low. Kinsey Atkins slaps it away.
Good job by her, not allowed to get down to the paint, taking the ball back for us.
And Vermillion will kick it in down to the bottom seats there.
Have to play real smart getting it up the court now. Have to play with a lot of urgency with only about 2 minutes left in this game, down 5. Got to make stronger passes, just tossing it in there.
Nice job there to play the press. Hostrawser can't corral it. Yates has got to be careful there. Foster now with the basketball. Going to bring everybody back up to the half-court line. Attack that ball as that comes across. Viers fighting strong against Foster. Rodriguez to Coffel. Hot feed to Duran, and she puts it in. Good play there by Bremen. Hepler feeds Atkins. She walks a tightrope, and she loses it on the way through. And Coach Heckaman calls a timeout with minute 38, trailing by 7. Gavin, you know, it's going to be a tough road out for these girls, but yet this group has battled hard. They have held a team that averages 42 points per game and has held them under 30 points thus far. This team has done a great job. They've held 2 teams who average 40 points a game under 40 points both times. And the way this team is continuing to battle, you got to watch what they're doing, and Kenny's going to show something here.
Well, here I'm just looking here at the percentages. Triton has been shooting. They're both 4 of 12 for both 2-point and 3-point, 33%. Bremen is only 29 and 20% for their 2 and 3-pointers. So Triton's been shooting a better percentage. They just haven't got enough more shots.
What was the score at the end of the third? I forgot to tweet it.
I'll let you, that involves math.
16 for Triton, 22 for Bremen.
Okay.
So in this fourth quarter, the Trojans, it isn't over yet. Minute 38 remaining. But in this one, Triton might need something big. They need something big to happen here. They'll line up the 5 that are out there. Hepler Hostrawser, Viers, Yates, and Atkins. And Rodriguez loses it, and it stays here. Here comes the inbound. Goes to Coffel. Coffel works past the half-court line. Vermillion gets in the corner. Back to Rodriguez, to Coffel. Coffel feeds a hot pass down to Vermillion. They're going to say Atkins got her with the push.
She kind of lost her balance and was trying to spin away from her and just still clipped her. So Atkins, she's going to pick up her third.
And whoever wins this game, we will carry the awards presentation and the WB Hawkins Awards immediately following.
And then we're going to shoot the groundhog.
Now we're not going to broadcast the boys' varsity game. Time to go home a little early for once this week.
Yep. Vermillion gets that shot to drop as they take a 9-point lead. Minute 12 remaining. The faded Triton rests on the 5 on the floor's shoulders. Yates works away. Goes to Emma Hepler, keeps it alive. That was close. Goes to Abbey Viers. Viers looking to go somewhere with it. Could have just turned around and attacked the basket there. Yates to Atkins, trying to work it away, and two pass a little bit behind. I'm going to say something, Gavin. I understand maybe 9 points might be a little too much to ask for him right now. But what this team has done, they were on the receiving end of a huge prediction, a huge underdog the last game. They came in, and how this team has came together in the wake of a horrible adversity with a senior who is just awesome on so many levels, losing her and that presence out on the court. This team has found a way to play hustle, in-your-face defense, and that translates to the offensive side. If that offensive side comes together here in the next game, they are going to be a very dangerous team come postseason.
Yeah.
And Emma Hepler with the heads-up play.
Tripped by Coffel.
Yates, shades of a brother, Tyson Yates, tries to go for the sidestep there, and it's going to stay here with Triton.
You know what this game's going to really help us with, though, is sectional.
Yes.
Because had we played Thursday, we wouldn't have the game until this coming Friday.
Yep.
And that's a long time to have go without playing another team. And depending on the sectional draw goes, it could be a week after we play North Judson before we play again.
And that's exactly right. That's a good observation, Ryan, because with that too much rest, I mean, get this one little bit of action against a tough team, against a tough opponent that I've always said, especially during that year when the boys ran that run for the sectional for the football championship, iron sharpens iron. And you know, with this tonight's game, that's where exactly. Bremen's going to be is a tough team. They're 14-6 for a reason. They blew out Argus. They blew out Culver. And Triton has held this team under 40 points. They're the only team in this tournament to score over 20 points against a team not allowing that. Triton has been able to do that here tonight. They have nothing to hang their heads on. This team is, they keep working the way they are. They are going to be dangerous in sectionals.
They will be.
Coffel tries to jump the route. Vermillion's got it. We're going to get a whistle with 4.5 seconds and jump ball. It's going to go to Bremen as Bremen will win the varsity back-to-back years in this bi-county tournament. But Triton, the runner-ups, nothing to hang your head about. Absolutely not. This team and all that they have done, they deserve every bit of it. They face a tough Bremen squad, and I'm telling you what, as a broadcaster for this, I am so proud of each and every one of those girls down there and how they battled this week.
They went out there and gave it their all every single game this week.
So throw this up here really quick. There, Kinsey Atkins led Triton with 9, Hepler with 5, Viers with 4, Yates and Hostrawser each with 2. Laville Rodriguez had 9, Coffel with 8, Vermillion 4, Foster 4, Duran 4. And then there's the final stats there. And we'll take that down so they can.
So the Bremen Lady Lions there are champions for the 2020? 2020 TCU Bi-County Tournament. Triton is the runner-up.
Bremen High School, Haylie Rodriguez.
She was the one that missed by every player, I think, for this tournament.
Congratulations to them. I want to make sure I emphasize congratulations to our varsity girls. That leadership played their absolute hearts out. I'll tell you what, that is admirable. Parents, anybody in the school system, you ought to be proud of this group. This group gave it everything and anything and everything that they had. Extremely proud of them.
Well, this awards presentation will last a little bit longer than normal because they're going to cut the nets down.
Oh.
So, are you running off camera audio then?
Yeah.
Well, it's off of us right now.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know that there'll be a whole lot of audio to carry. We may mute it.
They got to get ready for their.
We'll apologize for the camera angle. It's beyond our control.
We could run Gavin down there. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Gavin. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So while they're doing that, I want to thank everybody for sticking with us this week. Gavin, I want to appreciate you, buddy, and all the work you do, you know, and I give you a lot of praise. Like I said, I really enjoyed the work we get to do with Gavin. A lot of fun having him out here and out and about.
I really enjoy doing it with you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gavin, it's been a lot of fun having you up here. It does make a difference.
Oh, yes.
Having that so Kenny can do his thing, and you know, with Kenny doing all the stuff that involves screens, it gets a little hard for him sometimes to see what's going on. But Gavin, it really does mean a lot having you up here, and it has been a true honor to have you up here with us this season.
Thank you.
So with that being said, we'll let the award ceremonies take place, and I'm for Andy O'Hara, for Gavin Greer, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. We're going to sign off here. Stay tuned for awards presentations, and we'll see you next time, Trojan fans. And until then, remember the Trojan way.
Union is our corporate sponsor. Each year, they're the sponsors for the W.B. Hawkins Award for Excellence in Academics and Athletics. It's presented to two students for their positive contribution to their community and to their school. This award was established to honor TCU's former president, W.B. Hawkins, who was dedicated to serving our communities in the credit union philosophy of people helping people. For nearly 90 years, we have operated under that same guiding principle. At this time, let's meet all of the award nominees. First from Artist High School, Owen Nyfall and Macy Morris. Bremen High School, Reese Willis and Erin Coffel. Culver High School, Owen Valaquette and Alexandra Tammy. John Glenn High School, Corey Parker and LaVille High School, Connor Wazorek and Trinity Cox. New Prairie High School, Chase Ketterer and Julian Oregon Davis High School, Garrett Weil and Jaden Worthington. And for Triton High School, Jaelyn Bules and Whytnie Miller. Again, let's have a nice round of applause for our W.B. Hawkins Award nominees. At this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over to TCU Representative Randy Lemler for a few comments.
Thank you. TCU is proud to continue the long-term sponsorship of the 55th Annual TCU Bi-County Tournament. It's a pleasure to work with the school administration, particularly the athletic department of LaVille High School, runs a class tournament that many consider to be the best mid-season tournament in the state of Indiana. And as you saw in the first game, and I know we'll see in the second, the players laid it all on the line here. And thank you to the fans for the great environment that this tournament is all about. The athletes on the floor here represent the best of what high school athletics is all about. They're leaders in their community, leaders in the classroom, and just represent all the best. TCU is proud to recognize them for the characteristics they represent. And thank you, fans, for all of your support. Our female 2020 W.B. Hawkins Award. Her work ethic, leadership, and sportsmanship are evident in all that she does, says. The coach of this year's recipient adding she's a type of teammate and competitor that only comes around once in a great while. From cross country to golf, softball to basketball, this senior is a skilled and versatile athlete. And just being a member of the team has helped her grow as a leader. Sidelined some due to injuries, her actions from the bench were as impactful as her on-field performance. She continued to propel her teammates forward despite her personal setbacks. While unable to play, she remained optimistic, focused, and determined to achieve her goals. An active member of Kosciuszko Youth Leadership Academy, she also regularly assists with the elementary school's annual Books and Baskets event, where younger students are paired with high school athletes. She also oversaw and helped recruit other volunteers for a high school's field day. She's a 4-year member of the Science, Spanish, and Spirit Clubs, Student Council at Indiana DECA, a program that prepares students for careers in marketing, finance, and management. A member of the National Honor Society, she's also ranked first in her class, maintained a 4.0 GPA. Please join me in recognizing 2020 Girls W.B. Hawkins Award recipient, Triton Junior Senior High School. This recipient has exemplified athletic excellence in high school, collecting numerous area and statewide honors with a work ethic and competitive drive that his coach says sets the standard for the entire team. This year's Hawkins recipient leads by example as well as mentoring younger students, inspiring them to put in the effort necessary to achieve excellence. As a member of his high school's HOSA, Future Health Professionals chapter, he's also pursued opportunities to develop as a healthcare industry leader, working with his partners to develop products to prevent athletic injuries. A leader on and off the court, he's made a difference helping to coach and mentor young students through summer sports camps, and having demonstrated leadership within his high school and community, he was selected as a participant in Leadership LaPorte County's youth program. He's also a National Honor Society member, having maintained a 3.9 GPA in the classroom. Please join me in recognizing the 2020 Boys W.B. Hawkins Award recipient, Newbury High School senior,